Could Mark Zuckerberg become our next president? It's a serious question, and some influential people in Silicon Valley think it's not only possible, but likely. Let's dive into why the CEO of Facebook might have political ambitions and how he could actually win. Mark Zuckerberg's growing influence. During a time of political uncertainty, with rumors swirling about Russian interference and the rise of unconventional candidates, Mark Zuckerberg's name has been quietly floating around as a potential presidential contender. But why? What would make a tech billionaire want to run for office? Well, it might be bigger than you think. In recent years, we've seen a world where traditional political landscapes have been disrupted, from allegations of foreign interference in elections to the rise of candidates who aren't exactly your typical politicians. The political scene has become anything but predictable. Amid this chaos, a familiar name in the tech world, Mark Zuckerberg, has increasingly been mentioned as a possible presidential candidate. It's a name that might sound strange at first, given Zuckerberg's background as a tech entrepreneur and the founder of Facebook. But when you dig deeper, you start to see why some people believe it could happen. So what's behind this growing chatter? At first glance, it seems like the idea of a billionaire tech mogul wanting to enter politics is just another wild rumor, a speculative idea that's bound to fade away. But when you take a step back and look at Zuckerberg's influence, ambitions, and what he's already achieved on the global stage, it starts to make sense. With his massive influence over social media platforms and a clear understanding of how power structures operate in the tech industry, Zuckerberg might be in a unique position to step into the world of politics. This idea goes beyond just running for office. It's about reshaping the very systems that have been in place for decades. The power of Facebook, Zuckerberg's global reach. First, let's look at the facts. Zuckerberg has immense power. Facebook has over 1.8 billion active users. That's nearly a quarter of the world's population. His ability to influence global opinions and shape public discourse is unlike any president before him. Let's take a moment to put the scale of Zuckerberg's influence into perspective. Facebook isn't just another social media platform. It's a massive global network with over 1.8 billion active users. To put that in context, that's nearly a quarter of the entire world's population. When you control a platform that so many people rely on for news, communication, and social connections, you hold a significant amount of power. Zuckerberg's ability to reach and engage with people worldwide is unlike anything we've seen from any political leader. Whether it's through Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp, his platforms shape how we see the world, interact with each other, and even consume news. In a time where media and communication are central to political influence, Zuckerberg is undeniably one of the most powerful figures on the global stage. In fact, some say Zuckerberg's position as CEO of Facebook is already more powerful than that of most world leaders. His decisions impact millions of lives daily. Just think about how Facebook shapes news, elections, and even social movements. Now let's think about this. Some people believe that Zuckerberg's role as CEO of Facebook is already more powerful than that of many political leaders around the globe. Why? Because his decisions impact millions of lives every single day. Consider how Facebook's algorithms determine the news people see, or how political ads are targeted to sway elections. Zuckerberg's platforms are directly involved in shaping the public's perceptions, influencing the way people vote, and even driving social movements. Take a moment to reflect on the role Facebook has played in global events, from the Arab Spring to more recent political campaigns. In these cases, Zuckerberg's company was not just a tool for communication, it was a catalyst for change. If you think about it, his ability to influence global opinions through social media has the potential to surpass the influence of many traditional political leaders. Hints at political ambitions. Zuckerberg's public moves. Zuckerberg has been hinting at political ambitions for years. In 2017, he said he wanted to visit every state in the US. It might seem like a personal goal, but some think it was a smart way to get to know key states for a future run for office. In 2017, Zuckerberg shared that he planned to visit every state in the US. It looked like a personal goal, but many believe it was a smart move to connect with people in important states that decide elections. This could have been the first step in preparing for a presidential run. Strategy for success. Zuckerberg's competitive edge. Zuckerberg's love for competitive board games goes beyond just having fun. He's played games like Risk and Civilization, where the main goal is to control a world. In these games, you have to think ahead, make strategic moves, and outsmart your opponents. When you look at how Zuckerberg built Facebook, you can see that his approach to growing the platform was influenced by the same type of thinking. He didn't just want to create a social network, he aimed to dominate the online world, much like in these strategy games. Political footprint. Zuckerberg's growing influence in politics. Beyond his work in the tech world, Zuckerberg is gradually building a political presence. Over the years, he's made it a point to meet with prominent world leaders, creating relationships that are essential for any potential politician. For example, he's hosted town halls with President Obama, which shows that he's not just focused on technology, but also engaging in important political discussions. This allows him to learn firsthand about the intricacies of global diplomacy. What sets Zuckerberg apart, however, is his unique understanding of technology. In an age where technology is rapidly reshaping industries, through breakthroughs like artificial intelligence and automation, his expertise could become a huge asset in addressing the complex challenges facing society. Zuckerberg's ability to combine political experience with his tech knowledge could be a game-changer for the future of global leadership. Challenges ahead. Zuckerberg's reputation and privacy issues. But what about the challenges? While Zuckerberg has a lot of potential, there are some serious obstacles he would have to face. One of the biggest concerns is his track record with privacy issues. Facebook has faced criticism and legal battles over how it handles personal data, and this controversy could follow him if he ever runs for office. Voters may question his ability to protect citizens' privacy if he's trusted with even more power. Additionally, Zuckerberg's attempt to expand Facebook into China ended in failure, which could be used against him by critics. Some might argue that his political ambitions are not about serving the public, but rather a strategy to further grow his business empire, especially in a time when tech companies hold so much influence. These challenges would likely be focal points of any campaign against him. Zuckerberg's motivation, power, legacy, and influence. Yet, despite the challenges, Zuckerberg's ambition is undeniable. Many believe that his motivations go beyond financial gain. After all, he's already one of the richest people on the planet, with more money than most could ever dream of. He's even pledged to donate a significant portion of his wealth to charitable causes, showing that money isn't his primary drive. What Zuckerberg seems to truly want is something bigger: legacy, power, and influence. He's looking to leave a mark on the world that goes beyond Facebook and technology. He wants to shape the future and, in the process, solidify his place in history as someone who not only changed the way people communicate, but also the way the world works. Could Zuckerberg really run for president? If he decides to, he'd be up against some tough competitors. Names like Elizabeth Warren, Paul Ryan, and even Kanye West could enter the race, making it a fierce contest. But Zuckerberg has proven leadership skills and a track record of overcoming big challenges. Facebook's rise to dominance being one of the most notable examples. With his experience building a global empire and navigating difficult battles, he could very well prove to be a strong contender. His ability to connect with people and influence change, along with his vast resources, could give him the edge in a political race. Will he? It's still up in the air, but one thing is for sure. Mark Zuckerberg isn't just aiming to change social media. He may very well want to change the world, and that could include running the United States. So what do you think? Will Mark Zuckerberg be the next US president? Or is he just another tech mogul dreaming big? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of power, politics, and tech.